The suspicious vehicle was stopped in the city center after police received a tip from a resident. When they opened the trunk, they found a small metal cage containing 3 shivering cheetah cubs. The driver was arrested on the spot for illegally transporting wild animals across the border. According to the statement, the mother cheetah was shot dead on the way. To make it easier to control the 3 cubs, the police quickly took the 3 cheetahs to the station for temporary treatment and care. At the reception room, police officers prepared warm milk and towels to keep the 3 cubs warm. A young officer sat on the floor, carefully feeding a cheetah from a plastic bottle. The cubs began to calm down, clinging to the feet of the people who had just rescued them. As if looking for support, the police took turns caring for them, wiping them down, and keeping their small cage clean. In the early days, the bond between the 3 cubs and the officers became unexpectedly deep. A few days later, staff from the Cheetah Conservation Fund came to receive the 3 cheetahs. To take care of them, they were placed in a specialized cage lined with soft straw and loaded onto a truck heading to the outskirts of Namibia. The destination was a semi-wild enclosure where the 3 cheetahs began their journey of psychological recovery. Here, Ranger Jacob Riddle was assigned a main task of caring for and training them. Each morning, Jacob brought milk to each cub and gently called each individual by name. He temporarily named them Saba, Tycho, and Maji, symbolizing vitality and hope. The 3 cheetahs were still shy, but no longer as panicked as in the early days. They gradually became bolder, starting to step out of the corner of the enclosure to climb and exercise lightly. Jacob spent a lot of time talking to them, petting them, and letting them play games to train their reflexes. Every afternoon, he sat reading near the cage to make them feel at home. However, over time, he noticed that they began to stop eating and became quiet. Jacob realized that despite being well cared for, the 3 leopards still lacked maternal affection. He recorded all their psychological developments in a file and asked for instructions from the management. An internal meeting was quickly called to find the best solution for these 3 special individuals. In the meeting room, Jacob presented in detail the mental state of the 3 orphan leopards. He emphasized that losing their mother at a young age made them unable to be emotionally stable in the long term. A biologist proposed to experiment with the idea of having animals replace the mothers' role. Many people objected because they were concerned that this would disrupt the natural hunting instincts of the leopard cubs. Jacob argued with his own experience that timely love was more important than instinct. He suggested trying a female dog named Bella, a Labrador, who had lived in the sanctuary for many years as a surrogate mother. Bella was a gentle female who had assisted in many animal rehabilitations. The skeptics finally agreed to try the experiment under close supervision. The plan would last for several weeks, and if it failed, they would move on to another option. Jacob pledged to monitor all behavior, take full notes, and report regularly to the council. The meeting ended with renewed hope that maternal instincts would not be limited to cats. The very next day, Jacob began implementing his plan to introduce Bella to the 3 cubs. At first, Bella just stood at a distance and observed while the 3 cubs warily watched her every move. Jacob took no immediate steps, letting the interactions happen naturally through a low fence. After a few days, Bella moved closer, sitting down and sniffing the air near the cub's cage. Saba was the first to step forward and gently touched his nose to Bella's Maji, and Tycho also gradually followed, surrounding Bella. Without fear, Bella laid down, spread her legs, as if inviting, and the 3 leopards quickly crawled into her arms. The sight moved Jacob beyond measure. A magical moment between species. Bella began to care for them like real children, licking their fur, watching over them, and protecting them. The 3 leopards clung to Bella everywhere, sleeping together, playing together, and even competing to lie close to her belly. The staff in the sanctuary were amazed to witness this special bond. Every day, Bella taught them gentleness and trust, and they gave her the role of a full-fledged mother. For the first time, the maternal bond between a dog and 3 leopards was formed, surpassing all natural boundaries. Bella became their mother protector and closest friend since they were young. Saba, Tycho, and Maji grew rapidly, their shiny fur and muscular gait gradually becoming more evident. They began to learn how to climb and stalk prey through the sanctuary's training games. Bella was still there, but sometimes pushed away because they were bigger and stronger. However, she did not abandon her role as mother, always following closely and watching from a distance, they learned how to eat, defend themselves, and play with each other like real wild individuals. Jacob closely followed each change, happy with the unexpected maturity of all three. The affection for Bella was still there, but it was no longer the dependence as before. The three leopards were ready to enter the real world, full of challenges and competition for survival. They became strong, brave, and knew that they were no longer cubs. Jacob knew that it was time for the sanctuary to decide what was next for them. After the expert panel discussed the decision to release the three cheetahs back to their natural grasslands was made, the truck was carefully prepared with a large iron cage and Bella accompanying them to say goodbye. That morning, Saba, Taiko, Maji, and Bella were taken to the release area in the Acharango Plains. This was a vast wilderness suitable for the natural habitat of cheetahs. When the truck stopped, the cage door opened. The three cheetahs got out first, then turned to look at Bella. Bella stepped out, gently licking each cheetah's face as if giving them one last instruction. Saba rubbed her head against Bella's neck. Maji lay down at her feet, and Taiko licked Bella's nose with reluctance. Jacob watched from afar, his eyes both proud and sad as he witnessed the separation. The three cheetahs turned their heads one last time, then started running quickly towards the vast grasslands. Bella did not chase, just sat there watching with silent eyes, her tail gently swishing on the grass. The car slowly drove away. Jacob patted Bella on the back. "You did a miracle, girl." The wide green fields welcomed the three leopards back to where they belong. From now on, they will be free to move forward with their own strength, memories, and love that have been nurtured. A new story of survival, integration, and independence awaits them ahead. As for Bella, she did not lose her three children. She helped them become themselves. Her love will forever accompany the hearts of those born to run with the wind. Dear friends, if this incredible journey of love, resilience, and hope touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel to support more inspiring stories like this. Together, we can raise awareness and make a difference for wildlife and those who dedicate their lives to protecting them. Thank you for being part of this story and helping spread the message of compassion and survival.